So the Tractor Supply delivery girl now knows that I record things. I let her know about the mannequins and how we all got a big laugh out of her last time she came in there. So when I made my order this week, she put on a show for us all. Now I gotta Jamie also gets alerts on her phone every time there's a vehicle or a person that pulls up the driveway. And how does one go and explain to Jamie that, oh, that lady, the one out there dancing in the yard, the one doing the electric slide, yeah, she's I've come by Mom and Dad's to visit, and I'm so very excited. Look what my dad's been using.
That's a big deal.
I don't know if he's actually shown anybody he's been using this, but this was that thing that someone gifted him, and this was the neatest thing because look, as he's rolling around, doing the wiring, whatever he's working on, at any point he can just stop, hold this brake, and completely sit down.
Oh my God, you want one, don't you?
I do. But it's funny because look, in every room there's a chair where Dad can sit down anytime he wants to. At any point, grab your brake and use this to help yourself stand up. This is really neat. I'm gonna wipe my lens off, Jamie. There was some condensation from getting out of the cool AC of the car coming into the hot, humid outdoors. So they've already got the second floor down. The first floor was just a subfloor. And they've come in and they've got the second floor down. So now they're completely done with the flooring as far as that goes. And then they're running the plumbing. I know I saw Buddy and Steph over here one day. I don't know exactly who's doing what, but Buddy and Stephanie have helped out. I know Kim is here a lot. Uncle Dan's helped out a whole lot. Yeah, you and I are doing insulation, but we can't start that till all the wiring. So Jamie and I are still waiting for our turn.
Waiting for the cue.
Say again?
Waiting for our cue.
Waiting for our cue, and then we'll come in and do all the insulation. And the good thing about our job is that by then they'll have power. So we can crank up this AC. But my dad has already got all the insulation here for the most part. And it's all ready to be stuck on, but you cannot do insulation until you do all of your wiring and all of your plumbing. And so there is an order of operations, friends. Let me look out there real fast. We've also got the quote on the ramp that Jamie and I are going to pay for. And it will be a 6-foot ramp wide. And it's going to extend all the way to the end of the house over on this side and then turn at that right angle and go straight down towards the front. We talked about that last time.
I didn't know this was going to be out here.
The hot water heater, yeah. Try to save some space inside, And living in a lot smaller area, you have to find ways to save places, Yeah. It's still covered and protected from the elements.
Yeah.
So here's the breaker box. And of course, so let me tell you what's going to happen as far as, you don't even know this probably. So my dad and Ben are doing the wiring. Sister Kim has put all of supposedly Ben is supposed to have already been doing all the drilling, but I don't see that he's drilled any holes at all. Now, I don't understand exactly what's going on because I'm not here every day. But Buddy and Steph are helping with plumbing. And then Jamie has done a lot of wiring because her brothers are all electricians. Her son's an electrician. So there's a lot of things that have to be done in certain orders. And so we're waiting our turn, and then we will be doing the insulation. Now, Mom and Dad say they're not going to insulate the interior walls, but Jamie and I may just bring over our own insulation and do that anyway, because they don't realize how much noise reduction insulation provides. Insulation and good thick insulation can stop a whole lot of noises, especially with all three of these rooms right here together. I know for a fact you don't want to have the boys in here playing video games while Mom and Dad are trying to sleep. So, and then of course having a kid's room, a kid toy room and playroom, going to be super noisy. And how can Dad end up watching and enjoying TV, which TV is going to be right here with these little kids running by every 5 minutes. So anyway, it's coming along real nice. This small AC will not stay there. That's just set up temporarily. They don't have the 220 wiring yet to run that, but you can run that little small AC off extension cords. So at least it provides whoever's working a little bit of cool. Yeah. And then I love the front porch area. It stays shady almost the entire day.
Porch people.
We are so porch people. Look here, Jamie. And the little ghost girl's back at it. Charlotte, sweetie, you want to go? You want to go to Jake's again?
Aww.
You want to go back to Shirtless Jake's?
You like it here.
You like it here better, huh? All right. Well, you do your thing. You do your thing. Hey, boys.
Hi, fellas.
What's up, Connor Bobonner? You guys ready to roll? How was the weekend? Hello, babies. Look at that one.
Hi, Birdie.
Hi, Kippy Coos. Hey, Kippy Coo. Kippy, I'm trying to love you. All right. How goes it, Connor?
Good.
Looking good, bud. Well, this morning we have a delivery of hay coming our way. And so I have several jobs I have to get done before I can actually start stacking the hay in the barn. Obviously, I have to get these two big galoots out of here. Tex and Chucky have really become friends, and they spend their days together, which is just kind of fascinating to me how Tex allows Chuck in. Chuck is just such a big goofball. He's a good friend, y'all. He's just a good friend to anybody. And Tex needs a good friend. If you think about it, Tex has never really been one to have a buddy. I mean, he's hung out with Billy and he'll hang out with Waylon, just mostly kind of sparring partners. But he's never really had a friend. And I love the fact that Tex and Chucky Poo are just really enjoying each other's time and company. But this morning, I have to move them along. I have to get all of this hay off this barn floor, push it out into the pasture where they can keep eating on it, absolutely. Close up all these gates best I can. Get me a back gate over there attached. And then when the hay guy gets here to drop off his hay, start stacking all my hay into place. So that's my job for this morning. First things first, though, I got to get these guys out of here. And I hate to move them along. They're just enjoying each other's company and just all this delicious bed of hay. But Daddy got work to do. All right? Daddy got work to do, and it's for your own good. It is for their own good. They don't realize that. I'm going to give them a few minutes. I think I'll just go fill up the water troughs while I'm waiting for them. And maybe by the time I'm done, they'll be done. Nope, I was wrong. Here comes the hay man. So I will have him just drop this hay off out here in the front yard, and then we will move it in just once we get the barn ready. Let me go find him a place for it. I'll tell you what, we have been so very blessed to have met this guy. He brings the hay to us for a minimal charge. The hay is just the best. Horses love it, cows love it. And with our Plum Grove property not doing so well with the hay this year, this is going to really, really save us a lot.
Touch the ground, a whole new plant grows, because coastal does produce a seed, but it's sterile.
So the
this
seed is that because the original seed is like GMO now, or
Yep, because this right here it's all reproduces asexually now.
so these are technically your starts
Yep.
then. Like
See, when I want to plant a new field, I let hay get old stuff that a goat won't even eat. Where this stem is, which is 2 feet long, I'm letting it get 8-10 feet long, because I got a whole bunch of these little nodules, and I'll go cut it, bale it immediately. I make little bales about that big because they're still about 60 pounds because it's green.
Yeah.
And then I'll take it to a plowed field, and we got a machine that we just take, and it slings it and scatters it for me.
And it grows.
Disc it and plant it, and that's
So
the way it goes.
they start off then this little thing. I don't know if you can see
A
this.
nodule.
So if anybody's ever grown strawberries, or if you've ever had house plants that you restart, it's very similar, right? So like if I was to soak one of those in a glass and put it in the sun, you would see root growth.
I don't know if you'll see this one because it was dried so much.
But a fresh one.
But a fresh one.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Next time, can you bring me one of those?
We may not need you anymore in a couple of years.
This right here, yeah.
So this is Bahia grass.
So on the Bahia grass, this is all the seeds here that will grow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And so do you let it get to this, and then is it okay to cut it so that you spread the seed, or like?
You're not gonna. You can bale it and mow it or whatever, and it's gonna stay here.
Okay.
It will. Like I say, these seeds have already started falling off.
Okay.
It don't take them long.
When they turn black, then is when they get to be ready.
Yep.
And then another question on a Bahia grass. This is short, but on a regular Bahia grass, where's your most nutritious part of the Bahia grass? If I pull it out at the stem, at the bottom, it also has those little nodules on it.
One? It's right there.
Oh,
It's
way
the
low.
leaf. Stem is not digestible.
So
This is everybody thinks, I got a great stand of Bahia grass. Bahia is a good cow hay if you can cut it at the right time. The problem is you don't want to cut it when it gets to this age. You want to get it cut when it's at this age, because see how much leaf is there versus that one little stem?
yeah. Gosh,
But there's
darn
no
it.
volume there for anybody to come cut it.
That's
So,
our problem, Jamie. That's our problem in
that is
Plum
our
Grove.
problem.
usually when
I just want to show you real fast here back at the house. Those horses and those cows, when they eat, guys, what they want, let me pull off this Bahia grass. What they actually want are these over here are the leaves that they want off of the Bahia grass. They want those. That's what they want. Like the fella said, the hayman was explaining to us that the stems do them no good. They're not able to digest the stems very easily. They want the leaves off of those. So when this Bahia grass is real short, at about this height over here, that's when you get the most leafy stuff. That's your good leafy stuff. But what happens is your haymen don't want to come by and cut when the grass is that short, because obviously there's not enough product there. There's not enough to cut and roll. They would end up using all of their equipment, using all their fuel cost to roll stuff like that up. And instead they choose to wait until they can get all of that. But in reality, not all of that is the most digestible and the best for your cows and horses. That's why a lot of folks prefer a different kind of grass than Bahia. So we are blessed to have this hayman, and we also understand why our animals love his hay so much. Like I told you before, he lets it grow up to about 6 inches, and then he cuts and bales it. And then he lets it grow again for a month, and he cuts and bales it, rolls it, and then again. And so he may get several cuttings a year, whereas we are lucky to get 1 or 2. But you know what? Without owning our own equipment, and we're kind of forced to work with what we have, and that's just kind of the way it is. Like I said, there's only one person, and we've looked over all of Marketplace. My dad has contacted every person he knows who does hay, and we can't find anybody to come out and touch our Plum Grove 20 acres. We can't find anyone who will come out and touch it. Mr. Ed is the only source that we have, the only resource that we have. And so I do believe that, like the hay fella was telling us, I don't know where I dropped that piece, but once it gets to a certain height, and all those leaves fall off of it, all you're really doing is rolling up all of those stems. And that's why you sometimes get hay that your cows or your horses won't touch, because they know it does nothing for them. It's like us eating paper. I think that's kind of similar. Anywho's, what a lesson that we all learned today. Thank you all for watching the video. We're blessed to have you. If you don't mind, before you leave, do your exit ticket, y'all. Do your exit slip or your exit ticket. List or talk about one thing that kind of stands out, a laugh you got, an aha moment, just something. Thank y'all for watching. Terrence, you can just hush it up because I'm not even talking to you.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.